Namaste. My name is Aditi and welcome to HomeYogi. I have some news to share with you. I recently got into a burning accident at home, which led to a number of scars and blisters on my left thigh from the burn. The first day was spent with me dealing with the burn and making sure that there is no serious injury or a deep wound. Thankfully, there wasn't. Once the reality sunk in, the rest of the week was mostly me spending time in bed, resting in bed, working from home in bed, due to which my back got tensed up, my glutes got tensed up, my mood was low, and I was cranky. So why am I telling you this? The overall impression about a yogi or someone who practices yoga or asana practice is that they are in a constant state of calm and they have it all together. And that's not always the case. I embraced myself and I allowed all of my emotions to come up during this week and got it out of my system because that is who I am. People respond differently to stress, and this was my way of responding to the stress this week. I was probably not the best person to deal with at home, but I have the most supportive family who know when to check up on me and when to give me space. Today, after almost a week, I'm feeling a lot better and I am really missing my yoga mat and my asana practice. So I'm sharing with you a practice carefully designed for anyone who would like to do some gentle asanas while recovering from their injury. Granted, they have the proper treatment in place and a go-ahead from their physician. For example, I have limitations in my left thigh due to the tightness of the skin in the burnt region and the tightness of the muscles. So I will be using certain props like the wall or a bolster or a chair, depending on what asana I will be performing. So without any further ado, let's get started. Let us sit in a comfortable position, whether it is cross-legged on your mat, on a bolster, on a folded blanket, or in a chair. We just need to ensure that we have a length in our spine. And here, feel free to close your eyes or soften your gaze in front of you. And just take a few deep breaths in and out. Trying to get yourself back in this space. Let the thoughts come in and go. We're going to do a couple of rounds of Ujjayi pranayama, or yogic breathing. So let us bring our right hand on our stomach and our left hand at our heart center. And when we inhale, let us inhale through our belly so it inflates like a balloon, going through the ribs, through the base of your throat. And as you exhale, let's first contract the base of the throat, then the rib cage, and lastly, the belly. Again, we're not forcing anything. We're just breathing from our stomach as opposed to breathing from our chest, which is also unconscious breathing. So let's take 3 rounds of this. Inhale through the belly, then your rib cage, then the base of your throat. As you exhale, exhale through the base of your throat, through the rib cage, and lastly, through the belly. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your hands on your knees or on your thighs with your palms facing up. You're trying to receive all the goodness, all the positivity around us. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or maintain a soft gaze in front of you. And just take a notice of how you feel. Don't assess. If thoughts come, let them come and go. You've had a tough week, but be proud of yourself. Be proud of going through an ordeal and winning from it. Be proud of bringing yourself on this mat. Be proud of not giving up. Thank yourself. Thank your body. Thank your mind. Thank your muscles. Thank your joints. Even if you feel that you're not 100% there, even if you feel that you're 10%, 50% there, thank the 50%. All right. Now, based on wherever you are, whether you are seated on the mat or in a chair, we'll do some warm-up, gentle warm-up exercises, which basically will help loosen up the tension on majority of our muscles and joints. In my case, I've been resting all week in bed, so I have some joints that need some attention. So let us inhale, bring our arms up, palms face each other, clasp your hands together, and invert and look up. And as you exhale, bring your arms down, hands touch the mat. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale. Clasp your hands together. Open your palms outwards. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, bring your arms up. Inhale. And as you exhale, turn to your right, placing your left hand on your right knee and your right hand about 6 inches behind you. And make sure you have a length in your spine and don't force your neck too much. If your movement is just this much, and that is totally fine. Know that your body has gone through a lot and we don't want to tense it up, we want to relax it. And just breathe. Breathe through your back. Breathe through your stomach. Breathe through your chest. Come to the center. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, turn to the opposite direction with your left hand onto your right knee. My apologies. Your right hand onto your left knee and your left hand behind you. Lengthen your spine. And come to the center. Let's do this one more time. Inhale. Turn to the right, your left hand onto your right knee, and your right hand 6 inches behind you. Keep lengthening your spine. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. And come to the center. And inhale, arms up. And exhale. Your right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind you. And come to the center. Let us warm up our wrists next. So let's bring our arms in front of us and make a fist with the thumb inwards. So it's going to be like this, right? And again, whether you are sitting in a chair or a bolster or just on the mat, this is perfectly fine. Obviously, if you don't have any injury on your upper body or your arms and you're fully capable of doing these wrist rotations that we're going to do. So let's go outwards 5 times with the wrist rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the reverse direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's repeat that. Outwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's open up our palms and make a tight fist with the thumbs in. Open it again. Tight, tight, squeeze it, open. Tighten it, open. And when you open your fist, just stretch the fingers as much as you can. And make a fist. Stretch and make a fist. And bring your hands back on your knees or your thighs. Now let's do some side stretches. So with your right hand by your side if you're sitting in a chair, or if you're sitting on a mat, on the mat. Inhale, bring your left arm up, and as you exhale, bend all the way to the right as much as you can. To really get that amazing stretch on the left side of your body. Here, if this is fine and comfortable, that's great. But maybe slowly gaze up towards your bicep, your left bicep. If that's too much for your neck, come back to the original position. And come to the center. Let's even out the other side. So your left hand onto your mat or by your side. Inhale, bring your right arm up. And as you exhale, bend to the left, bringing that amazing stretch on your right side, upper body. Look up towards your right bicep. And come back to center. Now, one final stretch before we finish it up with our Ujjayi breathing is a wide-legged seated forward fold. So here, if you're sitting on a bolster or a mat, make sure you are sitting on your sits bones, which basically means you remove the flesh out from behind you. And if you're sitting on a folded blanket or a bolster, make sure you sit on the edge of it so that there's a tilt in your pelvis and you have a length in your spine. If you're sitting on a chair, make sure that you have your legs spread out in the front with your heels touching the floor and your feet up. All right, so you're creating that kind of that flexing nature. And again, you want to make sure even if you're sitting on a chair, you have a length in your spine. So make sure you sit on the middle of the chair, not have your tailbone all the way back. So sit in the middle of the chair so that you can bring your legs out in front of you with your feet flexed towards you. All right. Now, inhale, and as you exhale, bend forward from your hip crease to the first point of resistance. And it could be anything. Again, the whole idea is to get back into your asana practice, to realign, to reassess with everything that is going on in your body, everything that your body has gone into, or gone through rather. Inhale again, and try and bend a little forward. Your hands can be in front of you. It can be on your shins. And just bend. Just make sure there is no rounding of your back, because you're bending from your crease, hip crease, and there's a length in your spine. All right. This is all it is for me right now, and that is totally fine. I know that my hips have been really, really tight. My glutes have been tight, but I'm feeling an amazing stretch, especially for the kind of week I have had. So this is a beautiful, beautiful stretch. If at any point you feel pain or hurt, please come back to a sitting position. You should not be feeling any pain. Maybe slight discomfort just because your body is going through a lot of new things again, but that is totally fine. All right. Stay here. You can again look a few steps in front of you in terms of your gaze. Make sure again, no rounding of your back. Like you don't want to be this. As long as you're sitting on your sits bones and you have a tilted pelvis and you are bending from the hip crease, from your hip crease, not from here, from your hip crease, you should be okay with not rounding. You don't have to get here, you don't have to get all the way down. It takes time, and just listen to your body. That is all it is. And slowly come up. Bring your legs together. Maybe give it a shake. If you are sitting in a chair, just maybe bring your legs together, bend your knees, and just tap your feet like this. All right. This really, really helped me. I was really missing this asana practice. Let us end this with the Ujjayi breathing, how we started, just to realign ourselves and thank ourselves for the life we have. And I like to look at my glass half full, and I hope this practice makes you look at the glass half full as well. So again, let's sit in a comfortable position and bring your right hand onto your stomach and your left hand on your heart center. Close your eyes or have a soft gaze in front of you. And let's begin. Inhale through the belly, through the rib cage, through the base of your throat. And as you exhale, exhale through the base of the throat, through the rib cage, and lastly, through the belly. Let's do this 3 more times, or 3 times rather. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands back on your thighs or your knees with palms facing up. And if your eyes are closed, feel free, slowly, softly, open your eyes in front of you. Life is all what we make of it. Our energies is what we choose. Every single day in our life, we have the option to choose the good or the bad, the ugly or the beautiful, the positive or the negative, the right or the wrong. The problem is in us, but the solution is also in us. And it's not always easy to see it when we are down and out and we might have hit rock bottom, but there's always one tiny little hope in all of us for a better day, a better minute, a better year, a better self. I hope you found this video helpful. We will see you next week on the mat. Till then, stay safe and stay happy. Dhanyawad.